everybody, this is Patricia and welcome back to my channel, and it is Friday. It's time to do our Chatty Get Ready with me, and happy Friday the 13th. Yeah, always been a good day for me, always been a lucky day for me. I had a boss one time. He gave me every Friday the 13th and every blue moon off, and he really did. He was cool. Anyway, it was a joke among us, but then he honored it. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And if you hear any kind of weird, like horror movie kind of music going on, my son is watching Friday the 13th movies. He's doing a marathon because that's what you do on Friday the 13th and you're out of school. You watch Friday the 13th movies. Yeah. So anyway, let's get started. I want to thank you all that watched my little video with my niece Nat. I haven't talked to her yet. They've been still visiting, and I think they've headed back home. I'm going to try to talk to her today and see if she's checked out the video, and I hope so. But yeah, I did that because she wanted to do that. She wants to have a YouTube channel, and she wants to yeah, she just wants to do YouTube as well. She's very creative. And she's only, how old's now? 11. She's 11. So, I know her channel's Purple Pirate 13, and what that means, I have no idea. But yeah, she's 11. And I know one of you, Kathleen, said you subscribed. That's really sweet of you. I did go over and look at her video, and I read in her description that she was going to post a video every day, and she's only posted that one. It's from January. I know, she's homeschooled as well. My sister homeschools her. So, I'm sure they've probably been busy. There we go. And I am using my Tarte Amazonian clay. That's in my to use up. I want to get this used up. Okay, there we go. Let's put some concealer on. What are we going to talk about today? I haven't planned anything. Of course not. I never plan these videos. I mean, I do plan somewhat, but sometimes I think about ahead of time what we're going to talk about, but I haven't really thought of it. I've had a busy week between my sister's visit and just a lot of stuff going on. This has just been a very busy week for us. But it's been nice not having to do school, to be done with school. I don't know if I told you, my son's test results came back, and as usual, he scored above average, college level. He does that all the time, and that's why he's graduating early. I held him back. I believe he probably could have graduated maybe a year or two. Well, no, maybe a year ago, but I've held him back because I don't. One, he's not socially ready or mature enough to deal with college. So, that's the main reason. But he is smart enough. But it's been nice. I'm done with school now for this year. I've got 1 year left. And I am looking forward to no longer having to homeschool. When I was a little girl, there was a point in my life where I wanted to be a teacher. But I think it's because I just wanted to be bossy. I'm being truthful. I just wanted to be bossy. So, yeah, I don't mind the teaching part, but I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm over, and I'm glad I only had one child to homeschool. And I didn't even plan on homeschooling. It happened. Life happened. But I will be glad when I'm done. And I definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that makes me so excited. So, yeah. Now, what he's going to do for college, I don't know. I know he's not going to do anything right away. I'm okay with that. If he never goes to college, I'm all right with that. If he does go to college, I'm all right with that. We will just work it out. I have a nephew, my sister Melissa's son, with her first husband. He is autistic, and his father, I don't know if he's so much in denial or he just wants him to be normal, I guess, what you would consider normal. So he really pushes my nephew. And, you know, maybe that's okay. Maybe I should be more pushy. But I'm not. My husband and I are not. But, yeah, Jay has to, he has to stay in school. He has to have a job. Now, I will be requiring a job of Nathan as well. But he was told that if he didn't get a job, he had to go in the military. And I think that's absolutely the worst thing to do for an autistic person. It's to tell them you either get a job or go in the military. It's not that cut and dry, you know? My son could never go in the military. I mean, that's just not happening. So, that kind of upset me a little. But he has a job and he is in school. I don't know how much more time he has left. But he's in college. It's community college, but he's in college. And I hope everything works out for him. I am excited for my BoxyCharm to come. Now, I heard that they were really mixing up the boxes this time. So if you watch somebody's unboxing, you might not get what they get. I hope that's just for like the eyeshadow palette. Spoiler, there's an eyeshadow palette in there. But because I watched one unboxing, I think. Yeah. I have another one saved in my watch later. I haven't watched yet, but I have one unboxing I watched. And she got a brow gel. It's I forgot what brand. Brow Gal, I think. I almost bought a new Gimme Brow, and something said, no, I've got all these pencils, but this brow power doesn't keep my eyebrows in place, where my other pencils will. So that's a difference in pencils. So I need something that will just hold my brows in shape. So I was going to get another Gimme Brow, because I love Gimme Brow. I've always used Gimme Brow. In the video I saw, she got like a brow gel, and I'm like, oh, I hope I get that. So that is one thing I hope will be in my BoxyCharm. I normally don't watch those, but for some reason I did, and I'm glad because it kept me from buying a Gimme Brow. Now, if I don't get the brow thing, I'll have to look into getting something. Although that's not a need. It's not a need. When I was a little girl, I used to tell my dad, oh, I need this. Oh, you know, whatever it was, I needed it. And he sat me down and he explained the difference between a need and a want. And so he would say, after that, when I'd say, Dad, I need this, he said, is it a need or a want? And I would say, oh, it's much more than a want. Yeah, I don't know if I could survive if I didn't have this, whatever it was. And he would laugh. But I always, still to this day, Is it a need or is it a want? You know, it's odd, the things that your parents instill in you and you pass down. I've explained the whole thing to my son as well, between a need and a want. I think that looks pretty good. How do you like my hair bow? I got that Shop Me Say. Alright, I'm going to use my BoxyCharm and Pure palette. This is the one we got in our last BoxyCharm, and I know a lot of you said you have a hard time with this palette, and that you just can't seem to make it work. I've heard a lot of people not like this palette, but for some reason I love this palette. I have no problems with this palette. You do need to build color, but I always build my color. I guess that's the artist in me. I was trained, you start off with a light hand and you build your way up to control, you know, the amount of color or pigment or, you know, lights and darks. You have to build up. The only thing you go from dark to light would be oil painting in my training. So anyway, I like this palette. I have no issues with this palette, and so I'm going to come up with another look with this palette. I have on, you can't tell, you can't see. Let's see if I can pan you down a little. Maybe you can see my t-shirt. It's Cabana Bay. Yeah. I got my Cabana Bay Beach Resort t-shirt on. I am going to begin, as I always do, with Perfect. Right here. I love a good matte, like a good matte beige light color to set. Well, let's start with primer. Then we'll set it with the powder. I think this is the second time I've done that recently. And ignore my nails. I swear, they are not any better. They're in not any better shape. I did buy some vitamins. I know a lot of you purchased the Halo from Tati. So if any of you purchased Halo, please let me know down below what you think, because I'm really truly interested. But I just bought some at the drugstore for hair, skin, and nails, and just, I was doing that before and my nails were doing great. And I don't know. Okay, now I'm ready to start with Perfect. And I'm just going to dust it everywhere to set that primer. Oh, it seems another trip has popped up. If all these trips happen, I will be busy this year. Every year, except last year, my father-in-law has taken both sons and all the grandkids to Pigeon Forge for a long weekend. We didn't do it last year because of just other things going on. Okay, I'm just going back in Nakey. I'm going to use Nakey. I use it a lot, this palette. But what I was saying, he's planning on the trip again this year. He's saying August, but my husband and my brother-in-law would prefer a little later because they said it was so hot last time. They would like to go a little later, but if they go in like October, then that is full-on tourist season because of the leaves changing. So I don't know what the deal is, but my father-in-law said to me that I need to start thinking about somewhere that my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and I can go while they are gone, because they're going to take all the kids this year, including Elizabeth. Elizabeth is 4 now. So they're going to take all the kids, so us ladies can go somewhere. So it looks like I have another trip. I'm kind of searching some things. And my sister-in-law and I could not be more total opposites. I mean, I get along with her great, but we are nothing alike. My mother-in-law and I are extremely alike. So that's easy. But my sister-in-law, we're just total opposites. So I don't know what we're going to end up doing. That looks pretty. I like that. I like that. Now, I have something special for the lid. I have a new shadow for the lid. I just want different. It's hard to get different from this palette when you use it all the time, you know. All right, let me find another brush. Okay, I'm going to do just a little. We'll see how this turns out. I'm going to into BFF. It is a purple matte. I've got my brush. This is the kind of brush I'm using. I'm going very lightly with a light hand. Very lightly. Can you see that? And I'm going to work that right in the crease. Just like this. That's why I think I like these palettes. This palette is because I can control my color payoff. Yeah, it might take a little longer to build up your color, but that's how I like it. So I don't overdo my color and just blob it on. Now it looks like a sunset to me. I think that looks pretty. That's real pretty. I know a lot of you probably look at that purple and say, I can't use that on my eyes. How am I going to do that? Well, you can do it just like this. Just be really careful and go from light to dark. And just build it up. And I like that. What do you guys think? I like it. I'm going to take a little, take my little detail brush, wipe it out. I'm going into BFF, which is the purple. And I'm going to start by putting a little under my eye. I think I'm going to take it all the way across. I always put my brush, when I fill up my brush with shadow, I start it on this end and then blend it across. You don't want to start inside because it'll really put a lot of color right there. So you want to blend it. Ah, that's pretty. You know, I'm going to clean out that brush and get a little bit of Necky and blend right in with it. Yeah. There we go. Nice. I like that. I don't think it's too overboard or anything. Now I'm going to very carefully, because I don't want to go too dark with this look. Let me clean out another brush. I'm going to go into the brown, which is called Duet. Carefully, just barely putting it on my brush. And I want to darken this outer V. And maybe just work it a little in the crease. Yeah. I'm not adding more color to my brush. I'm blending what's already in my brush. Did you see that? Now I think I'm going to, what's left in my brush, kind of give me a little color right up here. Just a little. I don't want to add more color, just what's left in my brush. Just want to blend it just to lift my eye, my corners a little bit. Just like that. What do you think of that? Wow, I think I like that. Now, my surprise. I have a Stila, what are these called? Glitter and Glow Shadow in Kitten Karma. And I am going to use this on my lid. Kitten Karma, oh my gracious. Oh my gracious. I am loving this. I am loving Kitten Karma. I love the name. Oh my goodness. Sorry, am I blocking you? Woo! I've been doing no liner lately. Have you noticed that? I just don't feel like I need a liner. So I'm not going to line today. Again. Ooh wee! I think that makes my green eyes green. What do you think? I'm going to put some mascara on. Make a big difference. Okay guys, what you think? I like that. I think it looks really cool. I like that. It's still drying. Oh my gosh. I love glitter eyes. I love glitter eyes. Okay. I'm going to grab my bronzer and my bronzer brush. I'm going to bronze up my cheeks. Do my chin a little bit. Forehead. There we go. I'm going to put some blush on today. For my blush, I'm going to use the Be Fearless, Be Limitless by Real Her. And I am going into Limitless, which is the coral shade. I really like this blush palette. This is really nice. Then I'm going to put it, can you tell I'm a little warm? My cheeks are flushed. Got to put some highlighter on with these eyes. Screaming for highlighter. Okay, I'm going into my Becca Opal highlighter. I think opals are really pretty. I think it's like a rose gold color. And rose gold just happens to be my favorite. I know you usually don't do glitter eyes and glitter lips, but I'm going to go for glitter lips because I can. Now the lip liner I'm using is one I purchased that will be in my haul video on Sunday. It's got it at Beauty Big Bang, and it's True Lips, and I did purchase these. This was not something they sent me, so. Now this one doesn't have a name, they have numbers, and this one's number 53, and it's a nude. As you can tell, it's a nude. Now I'm going to follow up with the lipstick that was limited. It was a limited edition, so I know you can't buy it, but I want to use it. Ooh, do you see how shiny that is? Ooh. This is a MAC. It's a cream sheen called Bit of Bubbly, and it's from the Mariah Carey collection. And it's a nude, and I am going to put that on. And I know you guys are saying, we don't like you in nudes, because it does tend to wash me out, but I love a nude lipstick. And it smells so good. Boy, it looks like 60s or something, doesn't it? What I usually do with my nude lipsticks is I mix them with a dark shade to make a more creamy, sherbety kind of color. I normally don't wear these on their own. Now the reason I chose a nude is because I want to use this Huda Beauty lip strobe. Ooh. And it's in Shameless. Ooh. Shameless. So I'm going to put this on. Oh. That's right. Shameless. Oh my goodness. What do you think of that? Let me zoom in and see if... What do you think of that? My eyes? Ooh, shiny girl. Would I wear that together out? No, but I haven't really played with this lip strobe. I think it'd be beautiful on a red lip or dark lip. I'm loving this eye look. I am loving this eye look. I just think that's so pretty. Yeah. Too bad I'm not going anywhere, huh? Now, let's take my headband off. There we go. What you think? What do you think? Kind of, oh, my hair's getting in my lips. Don't you hate that? Those of you with long hair, you know what I'm talking about. Hair getting in your lips. There we go. Well, I like the look I came up with, and I think it's very springy, very shiny, it makes me feel happy. It's a happy look. And I think that's what it's all about. Let's be happy, and you know, and so I'm loving it. Oh, I am buying more of those eyeshadows, whether it's the Stila brand, it's the Cover FX brand, I don't care. I am buying more shiny shadows for my lids because I love to glitter and shine. And those lip strobes, oh my gosh. I think that turned out good. So, I really got to stop saying that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope you enjoy coming and hanging out with me on Friday mornings and doing our makeup, or whenever you watch me. I just upload on a Friday morning. You could watch me on a Friday night. You could watch me on the weekends. Whenever you're watching, I hope you enjoy. I love making these videos, and I enjoyed my time with y'all. And like I said before, I've gotten to know so many of you, and so it's like our little time to chat together. So if you have any questions or comments for me, just leave them down below. So, thank y'all for watching. I'll see you guys next time.